Hello everybody, I'm Alex Empey. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the oil on a 2004 to 2006 Harley Sportster. Now this could be the 1200 or the 883. I do not believe there is a difference. But next I'm going to show you what you need for the job and what I'm going to be using. Now the only thing I'm really going to be using are these oil filter pliers and this oil change kit I got from JP Cycles. This is the Maxima V-Twin oil change kit. Here's all what it includes. So on the left side of the bike, if you look under here, you'll see this clip down here. All I gotta do is just push that off, and this will reveal your drain hose. Now you'll need, I believe that's an 11/32. I might be lying, or just a flathead screwdriver to remove this, and then you can drain it into any oil pan. So I'm just going to take a flathead screwdriver, undo this. You want to slide it up, pull it off. As you can tell, this oil has not been changed in quite a while. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this hose clamp and replace it with a little bit of a smaller one so you don't have all that tail hanging off. Now, you just want to let this drain for a little while, and I'll come back once it's completely done. Got to make it drain a little quicker. You want to go ahead and take out your oil fill cap. Give it some more airflow. Now, while your oil is draining, I'll tell you a little bit about this bike. If you don't want to hear it, I'll put a timestamp on the screen for the next step. But if you do want to hear it, stick around. So I picked this up from a guy not too far from me, and it was dirty, and it barely ran. And all the chrome did not shine. So I did a little restoration on it to the best of my ability as of right now. And I got it looking pretty shiny. I'm liking how it's looking. And I still got a little bit more to do. Got some spots here in the back that I haven't addressed yet, like right there. The luggage rack, just some surface rust. I've contemplating putting some hard bags on it, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll keep this bike or not. But shoot, it's only got, I believe, 20,000 miles on it. It's only got 22,000 miles, and it's an 04. Pretty good condition for the year, but I got some stuff upcoming. If you guys want to see moto vlogs or anything, let me know. All right, it appears we have gone to a slow drip, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that hole, and then we'll get on to the oil filter. I'll make sure you get that nice and snug. Once you're getting tightened up, wipe off any old oil unless you want to be dirty. In that case, don't. And go ahead and clip it back on the bottom where you got it from. Okay, so now we have the oil filter, and you want to bring your drain pan over here to under your oil filter, otherwise you're going to have a mess. Now, a lot of people will use those tools where it sits around here and it has a ratchet to where you could just pull it out and twist it off that way. Now, the first thing you want to do is see if you're really strong and can get it off by hand. You shouldn't be able to. I'm really strong. I'm just not showing you that I can do it right now, but if you get it off by hand, that might be a problem. So I'm going to use my car oil filter pliers to pull this thing off. Now, I forget where I got these, but you can get them at really any auto parts store or Amazon. And just like that, pull your old one off, and you want to let that drain down. as well. And yeah, you can really see how black this oil is. It was long overdue for a change. Now you want to let that all drip dry. Get your shop towels or a rag. Here's a good cause for concern. Make sure that this is off. Do not put on your new oil filter unless you take this off, because if you double that up, you may have catastrophic failure because you'll leak oil, starve the engine for oil, then you blow it up. And if you want, you can take some brake cleaner, spray off some of this stuff so you don't have to work so hard at getting all of the oil off of your engine. Now you want to take your oil filter, this is the one for my bike, and remove it. There will be 2 O-rings inside of this box. Now that is for your drive oil, I believe. So make sure you hold on to those if you're doing a full oil change. Make sure you remove the film, because if you don't, you know, kind of be in rough shape. Now before you install your oil filter, you want to fill it up with 4 fluid ounces or 120 milliliters. Now this is a big container I've got here. So I'm going to shoot for this line right above the 100. So holding it flat, we are about right there. And you want to fill this into your oil filter. And this is to prevent oil starvation. So now that you got your oil filter with some oil inside of it, again, make sure that your surface here is clean. And also make sure you've got a little bit of oil around the edge here. And go ahead and thread your new oil filter on. Keep your pan below it because you may spill some oil as you're threading it. You don't want it too tight. Just about half a turn to 3/4 turns after you feel that seal hit. This one's cool because it has a spot for a socket to go on. Again, this one's made by Maxima. Not sponsored, but I like them a lot. Next we'll go to filling. All right, and now you want to go ahead and start filling your oil. 3 quarts. That's what you want to start with. Remember, this is 20 W50. I'm using 100% synthetic oil. This is from Maxima, from the Oil Change V-Twin kit. You can use just about anything. I always recommend Maxima. You definitely do not have to buy the Harley Davidson branded oil. I promise it works just as good as anything else for half the price. Now on your last quart of oil, make sure you do not fill it up all the way. Do about half, and then check your drain plug. Now there you can see, try and show you best I can, currently sitting at right about where I need to have it. So we'll start up the bike, get some fluids moving, and check to make sure that we don't need to add any more. All right, once you turn it on for a second and get your engine circulating, check again, wipe it off. And it's sitting right where it needs to be. Alrighty, so that concludes the oil change. Of course, always consult your service manual first before you listen to a knucklehead on YouTube. Take it out on a ride, make sure you check your oil level. And if you're wondering why this went in so easy in the last clip, it's because I took the O-ring off because I hate fighting with that. If you haven't replaced that already, you need to. I need to as well. But yeah, if you like the video, please like it and subscribe, and I'll see you later.